Hey everybody, Tracy Brown here. Hope you're having a really great day. I was just laughing at myself before I got on camera. I have a new camera set up on my laptop here, and of course everything's backwards. So I'm trying to get the stray hairs that are sticking up, like these kind of comb down. And I'm like, I do everything you're not supposed to do on camera. Like I noticed that, like, mess with myself. My hair, my nose itches, I itch it. Anyway, I'm just laughing because it's like, if you're afraid to do authentic um, Facebook. I hope to be an example for you, because it's like Facebook Lives, because I just kind of show up and mess with myself, and people watch it and it's okay. So I just want to share that with you. So anyway, see, I'm itching my head. All right, so I wanted to, I'll probably drink my coffee here too, is I wanted to talk this week about movement. I think we under talk about it, and I want to encourage all of us to make sure we bring it up every once in a while in our sessions, unless somebody that's like their main agenda to get back into movement. And that sometimes comes not quite at the beginning of the work, because we can only do so much, right? And if we try to jam in too much in our sessions, most of it will get lost anyway, and clients will feel overwhelmed. But when it is right timing for reintroduction of the idea of movement, either you bring it up or clients bring it up. And the way I bring it up really briefly is just, not that I have any agenda about it, but curious about what you're feeling like your relationship with movement is like these days. Something as gentle and simple as that really is just enough to get people thinking, like, yeah, you'll hear, well, yeah, I need to get moving, and you'll hear all the shoulds, and that's our place to jump in. And we'll talk more about some more detailed inquiry on Thursday in our video. But for today, I want you to make sure that you have like the foundation of knowing, how come movement gets ruined for people, and what our clients really, really, really at the beginning desperately need to hear. All right, so let's get started. We all know that it's just like with food. Diet culture has, and it comes from other sources too, so we'll talk about it in a minute, but diet culture is really just kind of bastardized movement. It has made it like movement is the thing that shows how strong you are, how much willpower and discipline you have. It shows how, like, if you can go longer and harder and it's stronger, that you're accomplished, that you're tough, that you're successful, and that's gonna come with your clients, even though they may never have been able to hit certain levels or heights they think they should have. They're still gonna have this belief that that's how exercise has to be. Like, even if they mentally know that's not true, it's going to be really hard for their bodies to feel like, 10 minutes here or bopping around the kitchen dancing here, there is good enough. And so that's the second part of this video, is helping your clients just when they do move, whether it's dancing around the kitchen chopping carrots, or it's out pulling a few weeds as they walk to their car. In the morning they see it. I do that all the time, like, oh, I'm going to get that. And if you live a life like that, and then eventually you add in some maybe activities you like walking, whatever, we're going to talk more about that in other prompts and stuff this week, is that you give them permission not to move. And it's not that they're going to necessarily long-term want to do that, but there's some relief that's going to happen for people. Is that it's okay to not to move your body. Your body is going to tell us at some point that it's had enough. Now, occasionally I had enough of just not moving, because if you have a person pay attention to their body on a daily basis. So I sit a lot in this chair, and I can feel my hip flexors and IT really tight usually. Sometimes I can feel it in like the sides around my hips, your shoulders. We get this kind of posture going the longer we sit at these computers, and those don't feel good. I could feel doing this tightness, like, oh, I'm in this position too much. I know this position, it doesn't feel good. And so oftentimes it's just simply getting up and stretching, moving around, going for an extra little walk down to the mailbox just because I've got a few minutes and it would feel good. That's the way we want to help our clients uncoil into movement, because that's the way we started out. We started off all crunched up, right? And we had to learn how to stretch out, take up space, and be able to explore moving these bodies. And so it's almost like we're kind of starting over sometimes. I know I had to start way over again. I was an athlete growing up, and had to just let it all go to rediscover joy of movement again. And I still do actually some of those activities I did as a kid when I was really, when I was actually really driven and intense, and then learn to kind of relearn how to play with those activities instead of it being like this, I got to be the best at it. And so you're going to have all kinds of clients. You're going to have clients like me, that like know how to move. I know how to push past lots of discomfort and misery to accomplish the thing. And we need to learn how to soften and not do that, to not hurt ourselves and to be disembodied. Some of our clients come from a different end of the spectrum where it's like, we kind of just were very retreated into our own space and had this different kind of disembodiment of, I've not been in my body enough to be, comfortably uncomfortable, to feel some vitality. And, so if you're going from like on fire and really cold, we're all kind of working towards like these different, gradients of sometimes we're heating it up with our movement, sometimes it's just pretty chill, and all of that has its place. And, again, and then the other category of people we might be working with, people who have chronic illness, pain, and there are a lot of limits on what people can and can't do, and it's not because they don't have a desire. And so a lot of grief work is going to be really important for them as well. So, and helping them find the right resources to move safely and to help them have a sense of like, I can hold space for the grief of my body can't do certain things, and me, who knows if ever I will, but I can do this, and I feel good and proud about that. And so, there's a lot of different things we're going to notice, and it all can stem from the space of what the relationship with exercise has been like. And so where to unpack and where to go with that, and then giving your clients permission to not do anything. And it's not that their bodies always feel like not doing anything, but we want to come from a place of, how would you know? And there's the other questions I'm going to do Thursday, but just one for you today is, how would we know when it's enough? And that's a very vital question. Alrighty, if you're interested for more deep dives into this, I have a whole module on non-diet and decoding counseling skills training for dietitians and coaches. I'm actually here to announce that I'm going to do like a little back to school sale. So if you have been wanting to take this course for a while, it's been out a couple years, and you just kind of didn't feel like it was the right time, or just not really sure what you're waiting for to take that risk, I'm going to put the link below for a special coupon to get the self-study version for a much reduced fee, because I'm doing lots of revamps to it. And so you're going to get in on some of the revamps that are happening now, and then you'll have access to them as this year goes on, because I'm basically moving all of that to my Embodied Dietitian site. So it's going to be a new format for everybody. Older members are going to get new, all that new content for free, and all the old stuff is still going to be there. And if you join this week, you're going to get a big discount on things and be a part of the growth of that program as well. So I'm real excited. And it's a really great program for those who are really wanting to learn really, really, really in-depth counseling skills and how to work with body image, movement, and just unpacking, and how to like do those food journals, because sometimes they're like, I have a food journal, but I don't know what to do with it, from a client. And it's like, I can spend a whole hour decoding a food journal. And it's not like some big long exercise. It's really just like every meal, just unpacking how would they know and what would that look like, and getting really good with people who wanna, because they get comfortable with you, they're gonna not want to bring all of their issues to maybe their therapist, and you want to learn how to like, I'm good at redirecting them back to the food and body, and how is that impacting that. And that's one of the skills that will help keep your clients moving forward and keep you out of the stuck zone. So if you're interested, the link will be below. The coupon expires Friday, so you've got a couple days to think about it before the price goes back up to the normal price. So anyway, if you're interested, you can always private message me as well if you want more information. But until then, I will talk to you. I'll see you in some prompts this week, and I'll talk to you again on Thursday. Take care.